to establish the storyline, right? The context is that LGB came out first seed in their group, TSM in second. So this is an upper bracket match in the Fragbite Masters quarterfinals here, and well, we got to see one hell of a performance from Mystic to the point where he was getting accused of hacks. And then Valve had to step in and actually clear this guy's name, something that Valve don't often do. They went through the trouble of actually checking, making sure, no, this guy's legit. So we'll see if we can get a repeat performance out of Mystic tonight on Cash. That's going to be the big thing, and I think LGB are definitely going to be relying on that, because as far as Mirage went, it certainly wasn't the most enjoyable show for them. But look at this invade here coming in from Device. Takes that fight straight up, and he doesn't run out. He still lurks. Is he going to catch Polly off guard? Whoa, buddy. Came close, and it's pretty much a dead trade.
Yeah, oh, but then they really will be trading there. PRB and Device both going down. Sipnick's hiding in the back lines here. Going to get a good headshot. Another click there. One, and Mystic is gone, and Sipnick finds a third headshot. Oh my god, what a great performance here. Jacob going to be dropped last, and then it's going to be a fourth one for Sipnick's. Polly is dropped. What a god.
What a god. No, come on, give it back to me. I'm going to do like the sick thing, because, you know, like Lars von Trier, he had this sick thing where like a fox was eating its own entrails, and all he says is go. Yeah, dude, I've always wanted to do that. Thanks, Nick. See, that's the thing. When the boss production comes back, all of a sudden they feel like they can start having fun again. You know, love you, Gunner, but man, you gotta know, you gotta cut loose a little bit.
Yeah, this is why they pay production the big bucks, isn't it? You know, we're just here having fun, but you know, this the back of the studio. They're running wild with it right now. Looked like that grenade should have done a lot more to Mystic, but it only tags him up for 26, and Device is going to go down. That was Mystic taking revenge. Now Sipnick is going to fall all the way back and will land a good headshot on him, but that actually leaves the bomb side a little bit open here. They got to be a little bit careful. I mean, it's fine. You can play retake on A very easily, and a lot of teams actually these days sort of elect to do that. But can't underestimate LGB here. Sipnick's going to get caught completely. Harrigan only has a scout as well.
This is a real problem, actually, because they don't really have many nades to work with here at TSM. They don't have many flashes to force the corners. It's really just a single flash, but Dupree catches Polly out by forklift, and that's going to start things off here. Kerrigan with that scout will get a tag as well onto Rubino, who's playing behind quad boxes, and this is now going to be Dupree retaking this side. Lines up for PRB. Double shot coming in with the Tech 9, and Kerrigan all by his lonesome is not going to manage, well, the impossible at that point, because he's caught in the triangle of doom. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Great round from PRB, a quad kill at that, and they do manage to save a little bit on top of it. So 1-1, tying up the score already. LGB not allowing TSM to run away with anything here early on. Although TSM feeling a little bit cheeky, going to buy 2 scouts and 3 pistol armor. And actually, just to give a bit of a spoiler, scouts and armor and pistols are going to be like one of the main staples of the next video that I'm putting out here. So it'll be funny, you know, revolving around cash as well. So got some interesting ideas, I think.
The destruction of the CS economy.
Well, look at this here. I mean, Cajun's got a kill, but otherwise, LGB are doing fantastically in this round, just running over the Danish team. No issue at all. Dupree making so much noise that this kill, well, it should have been an easy one for PRB, but he ends up dropping. And I think, yeah, there's an AK on the ground there. Dupree now trapped in the corner. Molotov as well to force him in here. And he's just hiding right by the fire to try and stay warm. And he gets a headshot on Mystic. Goes up for a little bit more. He's going to spot out the next guy in line. Rubino's gone down. And now it's on Polly. I don't think Dupree could do this. There's almost no time left. And Polly coming up from behind here. No scope, not hitting either. Dupree with a quad kill. And he's still calm in the round. But that's just super expensive for LGB. Look at this. I mean, Jacob's got $0. He can't buy anything on the upcoming round.
Dude, this is going to be pain right there. 3,500 for him. Luckily for him, I guess, you know, PRB's got 7.4 in the bank. So he's going to be able to drop a gun there. That's going to be just incredibly expensive, though, for LGB. They were definitely hoping to get a lot more out of that. But you got to love the mind game here by Dupree. You know, LGB are running up there. They're thinking, well, you know, the flames, you know, they would have forced anybody out, right? Dupree's like, nah, it's all good. I wore my flame retardant clothing today. You know, I like it toasty, and he just starts picking him off at will. So Dupree just showing that he's still on point as far as his individual level right now. And this is going to be a very fast play here onto the B side, at least. It looks like for LGB, and this force buy coming up from TSM. Force buy from TSM again, though. TSM, man, they do not want to give up. They know it's so expensive, so they're just going to keep the pressure ratcheted.
Yeah, pushing already at 1 minute and 23 seconds. Dupree going to pick up one there, but Rubino with a good return. Cajun is going to be going down as well, and TSM, this force up from them is not looking too good right now. Kerrigan from behind, timing was very near perfect, but then Rubino is just a little bit fast there. He picks up a double kill. Spray on from Polly. Gonna get the kill, and Rubino with a third one. Great round from him here. And it will be 3-1, going right into the 5th round, where TSM have to eco one more time. So this is already a very strong start for LGB.
Yeah, this is fantastic, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself this time because I was thinking I was allowing my hopes to grow for LGB. I was thinking better things for them, you know, just like on Mirage where they got off to that strong start at the beginning. I was thinking, well, can they get the number of rounds that they really need to be effective in this T side? I'm not going to get so ahead of myself this time around. I'm going to stay calm, stay cool, and wait to see what happens in the 6th round when TSM can afford to buy guns again.
Speed still, I mean, it seems to be the key here for LGB. Really quick flash and then a double boost into the middle. They're not wasting a lot of time, you know, looking around. They do have Polly all the way in the back lines with an AK and the bomb, just making sure no one's sneaking out of B. But no one is keeping an eye on Sipnix, and he's being allowed to walk in here. Now he gets spotted. Oh, the timing. If PRB hadn't come back, probably Rubino would have been dead.
Yeah, this is now going to just kind of spin out of control at this point. There's still a man alive. I wanted to say that, but then Device, this is the issue with that split. It quickly turns these positions that you try and hold on CT side usually, well, they just become deadly, much like B site does too, where it's just, if you can get that two-pronged assault going onto the site, there aren't many places that are safe to hide. Device gets caught out in the open, and LGB, they get a perfect anti-eco round on the board, so they're going to be very pleased with that result. At least this time there was no Dupree to just completely annihilate them.
Now it's time for the AWP there onto Carrigan, and 4-1. LGB should be really happy with this kind of start. Now they need to keep going. If they can win this round against against TSM, that's how they don't just like get a good first half, but they can, you know, they can get close to actually winning a match like this, because they were playing really well on Cash last time we saw them. So maybe they could do it again here. Heavy smoke tactic going into the A bomb site, and are they going to commit to it, or are they going to run the bomb back? In fact, they're going to boost up in the middle instead. So this is a big fake coming out. 3 men being boosted, and TSM, they're eating this raw. 4 people rotating on over, and now they're going into the B bomb site instead. And oh no, Dupree, he's going to have to work some magic here. He's alone in sight, and they're all coming for him. He gets nothing for it. Great round from LGB. This is beautiful.
This is about as good as it gets, although now they have to kind of weather the storm here. Cajun B already starting off strong by picking up 1, but Polly comes through and takes out Kerrigan, who's waiting in the vents. He gets spotted out on short, though. Polly down to 11 HP, but he wins the battle versus Device. That was what had to happen at all costs. He gets a free AWP as well to play with, but that bomb has now been planted, and they do manage to even things up here to a 2-on-2, but the crossfire has been established on this site itself, and PRB, Rubino working well together to stop TSM from pushing in here and getting an advantage.
Looked like he actually ran out of money then, or out of bullets there, Cajun Beach. A little bit unfortunate. He's going to pick up the 1 kill there. Turns around, then we'll pick up Rubino as well. And he has got the kit. What are you doing, Cajun? He's got the ace, in fact, and there's going to be enough time as well. That looked a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But he's going to be just fine here. So ace for Cajun B, and very, very sketchy retake, but it just worked out. He even saves the EWP. What a hero.
Oh, that was such a huge performance from him, but off of such a sick play from LGB. They completely faked TSM's pants off at that point. All 4 players rotating over to that A site hard for TSM, really expecting LGB to be very straightforward. To, you know, we invested all these smokes. You know what? We're going to be behind these smokes. But LGB, they very quickly go into mid, get through vents to B. They just weren't able to withstand the retake from TSM. So again, this is that slight difference there, or that edge that TSM have as far as this sheer, level of performance. And I love the fact that Kerrigan is actually checking that angle. For a while there, we were starting to see teams or players really use that little nook there, that cranny that you can kind of peek through into connector. But Kerrigan wasn't having any of that.
I hope you guys are paying attention to where Carrigan was standing, though, because that's also a spot that people like to stand in a lot. Now he's really kind of in the opposite position there, but Device is going to go for a bit of a fight there. UMP, in fact. Very interesting. And Sipnix with the FAMAS, and they're still making these guns work. As Mystic has gone down as well, it looks like LGB want to go for this A-bomb site. Molotov all the way into the back, trying to force someone out. Grenade to follow, and that's going to kill Sipnix. Great sequence from PRB here. But there's still 2 men down, and now trying to get onto the bomb site. Device will drop Carrigan close range with the AWP, and I think he spotted PRB as well. Won't be able to get the kill just yet. PRB trapped in the corner, goes down to Cajun. So, I mean, Carrigan, definitely the hero of this round with a triple. TSM back on the board here now. 4-3. And moving into the 8th round. But yeah.
Boom. That's so solid as well, because we're like you really did start to see I mean, that was getting done every round almost by the terrorists. You know, they just get up there and you're definitely hard to spot if that guy's got a rifle, for example. But Kerrigan double scoped up like that, could see him clear as day. And this time around, it looks like LGB want to change things up. So they've gone to A sites. They figure out that that's not going so smoothly. So they want to see if they can have some success with a more straightforward approach. Because the last time they went crashing onto the B site, it actually worked out pretty good for them.
A lot of people peeking at the same time, but Cajun still got the first kill in, and that's hugely important now. Dupree going to go down. Cajun in the back line's going to miss the shot. They're all coming, and they're getting very close. He gets dropped. Rubino with the kill, but then Kerrigan picks up one, and the spray from Device is going to catch a second one, so it's still a man advantage here for TSM and Device. What just happened? He just came barreling out of the vents. Looked like he was going super fast then. And PRB will be alone and trapped here in Checkered. 1v2, does not have the bomb and only has a single flashbang.
Galil as well is not ideal. He needs the headshots right now. And it's like the lesser of two evils because he's got a FAMAS next to him. Chooses to stay with the Galil. And now it's going to be Xyp9x holding in CT. We'll see if PRB tries to nail this angle. He's going to get that pop flash in. Xyp9x turns away in time, however. The reaction times on this man right now, he is on point, Xyp9x.
Yeah, he's having a really good game already here. Got 8 kills and 6 deaths. And I mean, Cajun on the other hand also with 8 kills and 5 deaths. So both of them doing really well. 9 kills though on PRB. He's actually top fragging at the moment. But that does tie up the score at 4-4, and what's even worse is there was no bomb plant for LGB, and they've lost a couple of rounds now in a row, meaning TSM are on top. They don't have a lot of money, really, but they do have rifles, and if they can just clean up this round without losing too many people, they're going to be in a great position.
And the spread. I keep thinking it's in my head, you know, because weird things happen there. But, all right. I'm like, is this actually going out to the stream? Or is it just me right now? Because, you know, I've thought about this all day. This is actually my inner monologue, and I can't even tell the difference anymore. Kerrigan with the double kill from Connector now, so he's just going to be able to lock down that mid area. There's still a man alive here on the A site. That's Device who's pushed up into A main. Timing doesn't work out really well for him. He looks away, but he still manages to stabilize, and PRB going to get picked up and squeaked. Device just hunting him at this point. Will ruthlessly take his life. 2 for Device, or rather 2 for Kerrigan, 3 for Device, and a solid round for TSM. That's how anti-ecos need to go here for the Danes.
See, if only we would have practiced a little bit, Semler, if we would have been aware. You know, you could have gone into like a monster kill, you know, that kind of thing.
Dude, exactly right.
I've been practicing that at home in front of the mirror, but then I don't know if it's like copyrighted or something. You know, if we say it, we're gonna get like a, you know, an email saying, hey, that'll be, you know, it'll be $10,000. You said it on stream. What's up?
That's all good. Fragbite Masters pays, right?
All right, Jacob ready with a smoke, and he's got actually 4 of his colleagues over on the other side as well, trying to smoke into the bomb site. Last time was a fake. This time, it is not a fake. It's legit. They're coming with the bomb out of the squeak as well, which is super dangerous. If you get Molotov there, your bomb carrier gets stuck. Kerrigan spots a guy up there, but doesn't get the flick, and he's going to go down. Device with a good kill. He gets dropped next. Rubino just wrecking them in this bomb site, and finally, he's going to burn alive there. Xyp9x managed to land a pretty good Molotov, and Xyp9x is in a great position up here, but they're going to catch him out. The timing was perfect there from Mystic, and now it will be a 2v3. Mystic turning around just about at the right time as well, and now it's all on Cajun. Gets the 1 kill in. They're both trapped behind here, and he's got no grenades on the CT side, so very hard for him to get in here. And if he waits too much time, they also have a Molotov. He's going to try and go for the fire there. He spots the shadow before he sees the model, which is a really big advantage. Cajun gets 1, turns around the corner, gets a headshot. Oh my lord. And going to have time for the defuse as well, just in time. What a clutch. I mean, he did it last time in the 1v2. He did it again. Last turn was an ace. This time was a triple. And again, he saves the AWP. What is wrong with Cajun B, man? I mean, what's the thing that Dupree was going on about? If I say Cajun, you say B? That chump.
Give me the really high voice real quick. Okay, say it.
If I say Cajun, you say B?
But I love Kate. Wait, come on. Why do you just... I wish I knew. I wish there was some way to know we had the voice right now, I'd love to be saying Cajun B with a really high voice. I feel like it's so fitting.
The problem is, if they put us in control of the voice changing, then like the whole show would be ruined.
It would be amazing, though.
Dupree, Cajun with some really good pickups here. Mystic and Rubino are going to be left, and there's not a lot that they can really do, is there? They are in a tough spot right now, and TSM have already shown time and again that even when LGB have the main advantage, they're able to clutch these 2v3s. Now they're a man down, and They've got no read on where anybody from TSM is, and certainly not Sipnix, who's up here.
Yeah, clever positioning here by Zipnix as well. He's going to use it again. We'll see if they check. Great flash. They do check, but he wins out anyway. Zipnix with the double spray, just completely stopping him short. LGB, it's looking the same as Mirage right now. They get up to that strong start, but then they don't know what to do with it. It's just TSM that start to get their momentum, and once they have it, you can't wrest it away from them. Look at this. I mean, yeah, that's as clean as it gets with 20 bullets, just completely annihilating him. Gotta say that Zipnix right now in these 2 maps, I'm really impressed with his level. Because for quite some time there, he was getting a lot of criticism for being in a bit of a slump, not playing up to his standards, not up to his level. But clearly right now, he's back from that. At least in this match.
Yeah, I would say like the qualities that Zipnix has as a player, apart from being very reliable in my opinion when it comes to those kind of things. It's more like a personal thing. Nice shot from Mystic there to take out Karrigan, but I think you could ask Zipnix to do almost any job and he would do it without complaining.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't say, well, you know, actually my ego means I should be in a better position or whatever. Jacob running in, perfect timing as well to take out Dupree, and look at this Zipnix, speak of the devil, he's alone now, and he's going to get taken out. What a round for Mystic, triple kill as well, and LGB coming right back into it. Just when it looked like TSM were about to run away with this half once again, LGB secure themselves a 5th round, and they're going to be a 13th round now. Almost no money on TSM. This could be a great first half for LGB. If they can win out now, then they could essentially at least get 7 rounds, maybe even 8-7 here for them. This is a strong start.
I'm curious to see because they go for that single op, and it's Cajun B. It's not Karrigan who has it. So where is he going to take it initially? And it looks like a B Hall. B Hall's peak is what he wants. He might get his wish here. Oof, PRB playing with fire. He was thinking of shoulder peeking, but he was looking for aggro. He wasn't looking to actually confront anybody who was holding from the site itself. He wanted to get a punish on whether TSM were actually trying to push out and get info. But that's not going to be the case here. They actually go for the counter boost right now. Dupree up in vents now. This could get a little bit tricky because they are looking to try and get into mid here, LGB. Eventually, they do have the man that's Jacob waiting down in garage, waiting for his opportunity. Karrigan is holding up close as well, though. They're literally standing on top of each other practically.
Yeah, very common spot for you to be hugging the wall right here. And we'll see if he can come up with a good kill there, Karrigan. He ends up going down to Jacob, so a good peek into the middle. Dupree now in a very, very tight spot. Even if he gets 1 kill here, he will be found out so quickly, and they're going to be all around him. He gets 1, and they almost lined up for a double there. Rubino surviving on 8 health. That would have made a big difference if that had gone through. And it looks like TSM do want to fight for this retake, even if they're a man down, and even if Zipnix is very nearly dead. Cajun going to be crouching in. He goes down. Polly saw that coming. Zipnix, it's going to be a question of time before he's out of it.
Yeah, that's got to be like the most satisfying feeling as well, like the easiest frag of your life. When a guy's crouch scope peeking you, it's just like slow as molasses, just easy. Like, oh, mouse 1, thank you for this the stat. I mean,
did he just shoot on the corpse in the middle? If you try and fly back from where Mystic is, I think Karrigan's corpse is like leaned up against the wall in the middle. The box, the boost box.
boost box?
Yeah, there's a guy in the corner.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think he was shooting at that. I think he thought there was someone crouched there. That is kind of good fun. Yeah, that position from Karrigan will also be featured in the video that's coming out at some point, yeah.
I love it. TSM going for a pause right now. This is good. They realize that they're starting to lose control of the situation in the 14th round, that they went for a force buy that failed in the last one. It is going to be close here. Much more acceptable a result for LGB than what we saw in Mirage. Mirage, they got cut short 12-3. Here, they already have 6 rounds on their T side, which is pretty much where we need to see them. I mean, a few months ago, we expected 10-5 to be the average scoreline, but now it's much more towards like the 9-6, even 8-7 if you want to push it. So LGB now, they're just 1 round away from getting that minimum number of rounds for them to consider this a 1/2.
Yeah, there really has been a big swing towards the terrorist side on all maps these days because the terrorist economy is a little bit easier to handle, and you can keep buying for a very long time if you just know what you're doing. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of the maps now. People picking up more terrorist rounds. It'll probably change again at some point, but right now no one has figured out like a good way to stop it. So I think you're right. I mean, 6 rounds is decent. It's decent enough, really. I mean, they can win the map based on those 6 rounds, but be feeling a lot better if they get up to 7 or 8 at this point. Just because they're playing TSM as well. Playing an opponent that's that much stronger. You really want to make sure you have the best possible platform going into the second half here. And pretty much even across the board for LGB. There's like no one running away with the show here on their part, whereas it's obviously Sipnix and KGB doing a little bit better on TSM right now. But LGB are functioning well as a unit, it seems.
Can we get the shots? Can we get the shots? Well, for now at least, it will be TSM. 7 rounds on the board, 6 rounds for LGB, and will be no force coming out from TSM. They realize now that they're going to need the rounds, or at least the money, for the 15th round. They are going for some aggro into A main, however, to build off of that rifle that they held onto with Zipnix, and he delivers. Takes out Mystic to start, and they're going to manage the guns here as well. Good detail there to note. That's being handled by PRB, making sure that they don't leave an AK lying around, and more importantly, that they don't have to leave a man behind to watch for that AK, to babysit it, basically. Because TSM now, they're like, okay, there's a gun there. If at any point in this round we can actually get some freedom to move around, you want to go in there, and you want to try and pick up that AK.
Yeah, can't be giving anything away. If LGB lose this round, it'll be huge, obviously. Sipnix in the middle, gets spotted out, does not want to re-peek, and that's a good idea, because PLB is also in there on the box, I think. Oh, actually, he's behind there. He fell back down. But still, they don't want to give anything up. They're making their way in. Sipnix is in this bomb site once again. So LGB, they could be walking right into it here. Oh, the door opens just as they were about to walk around the corner. Timing would have been perfect for Sipnix, but that door caught him off guard, and now I think they know where he is as well. One grenade raining in. He's going to be forced out, and he can't get that kill. Smart play from LGB. Double for Rubino here. Wow, the fact that they saw him as well meant they were just going to Molotov him out of that corner. He had almost no chance.
Yeah, that corner is so... It's like do or die. You need to get some kind of impact out of it, because once they know you're there, they can really easily get rid of you, either by smoking you off and ignoring you, the HEs into there, the Molotov. I mean, there's all these sorts of different ways to basically remove you from the map. So Zipnix, he knew that he was done with. He had to just kind of step out there and confront it. At 7-7 the score now, and TSM, wow, really, really bare bones buy going into this round. They even go so far as to pick up helmets. I mean, still the thing, that's $350 that they just spent that they could have put into a smoke nade. So a little bit of a detail to note there between Device and KGB, the fact that they do decide to go for the helmets instead of going for nades. The rest of TSM, though, they gather up, and they're going for aggro mid right now. They could actually set this up. If they can get that boost going, LGB, there's a huge window right now. If they can get the punish on this A execute.
Oh, wow, and it was the same fake as last time. The timing just didn't work out for TSM, although Device does a great job of mitigating the losses there and actually coming up with a bit of a lead here for TSM, taking out Mystic and Rubino, but you kind of almost wish the initial timing would work out, because that looked like it was going to be beautiful. Yeah. They were going to boost up into TSM, who were waiting on top there, and Carrigan just couldn't get it done.
Imagine 4 guys just stood there with nades in hand, and you're there with your gun. You're, oh my god, it's like Christmas come early. Sick attempt at a shot there by Pauly, but Jacob is going to be the one to pick up Zipnix, who's holding behind quad boxes. PRB follows up and takes out Device. And this is looking like a totally different beast here. LGB bouncing right back into this round despite losing both kills early on. KGB, however, will take out Jacob, so it's down to a 2-on-2.
Dupree coming up with a big kill now. It's on Pauly in the background here. A bit of a shoulder peek, and then Dupree just steps out to take him out. Such confidence, and there's going to be time even without the kit here. Did notice that the Device was actually wielding the M4A4 this time, so a bit of a different feel for him. Didn't get much done, though. Nice round for TSM overall. I mean, the double kill from Device in the middle still actually saving the round for them. Otherwise, they would have been no chance at all. Would have been rough. So 7-8. TSM coming up with a 1-round lead. Going into the second half here, if LGB win this pistol, it's going to be great for them. That's when things start to get really painful for TSM. But if the Danish team do win it, who knows? I think it's pretty much anybody's game at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's so close right now. And if LGB can get a strong start, get that pistol round, get some confidence more importantly, I think that's the big thing here. You know, get some easy rounds on the board so you can get a little bit of breathing room. And that way you'll be in a better state of mind going into the grind that is going to happen, because TSM are a threat T-side on practically any map they choose to play.
Smoke already out into the middle. They only had 2, and they've already used one of them there. So gotta wonder what the plan is here. They're going to go for a boost, and it looks like it's going to be a double boost as well. So pushing into main, though. Look at this. Dupree's actually in the smoke, and Mystic is behind him. What is going on? They've traded spots, and now Dupree's out here. Mystic takes out one. That's Device gone down, so they must realize that Mystic is right here, and Dupree will get a kill, but then gets dropped. This is a very sloppy round from TSM. Seems like there's some lack of communication here in the background. They're looking for Jacob. He picks up one, gets a second one as well. Strong start. Jacob with the triple, and LGB picking up the round. I mean, I don't know. It looked like some of the TSM members weren't weren't clearly communicating what was happening then. That was a little bit frustrating to watch even.
Yeah, it was also a stack from LGB. So basically, the fact that they trade places like that, get all the info, and then TSM try and pounce and go on that A site couldn't have worked out better for LGB. The fact that they're able to have so many bodies there to throw on that fire right off the bat, they managed to choke out TSM early. And there we go. LGB, they get that 8th round. They are now tied up, and they've got that pistol as well. So they've got the 3 SMGs to play with, 2 rifles as well. So a healthy mix on their side. Nobody going so far as to actually go with just straight pistols in this round, a la Nico.
But the rotation is actually a bit further away from LGB, so these 2 people have to hold on, because otherwise it could be a little bit tricky here. Polly doing a good job already. Mystic also picking off 1, and this is just beautiful. LGB not missing a step at all. Polly with the triple as well with the MP7, so just getting a bunch of money for a lot of money for that. That's really good stuff there. The fact that they only had 2 people inside and the third one was sort of rotating in from truck, and with the smokes going up, that guy is going to be less effective in the beginning. If they lost 1 or 2 people, that can spiral out of control pretty quickly. So
you're so fast with the Tech 9s as well. Like,
yeah.
you just need that split second. You get that headshot, and then you can keep up and just keep pushing onto that site. And it's just so much pressure then on LGB. They know that they're losing control, but it's not to happen this time around. And look at this. Polly's in a fantastic position with the MP7. And then guess what? If it couldn't get any worse, he's got the Tech 9 to follow it as well. He is going to take a little bit longer there with the kills on this case, but one bullet. That's all he needs, though. Mystic robs him. Still, triple kill for Polly. I think 2 of those were with an MP7 as well. So he's up to nearly 9 grand in the 19th round.
And he steals a P90 at the end, so he doesn't have to buy anything here as well. Yeah, nicely done.
Very well done. Yeah, that's just solid defense through and through from Polly, basically. And he had just great support as well. Rubino, Mystic, everybody rotating in on LGB once they figure out what TSM was going for.
Well, now it's going to be 10-8. It's AKs all around for the Danish team, and they should be looking to pick up an early round here, making sure that LGB's economy don't go any further than already is. All those SMG kills helping out the Norwegian team so much. Sipnik's in an absolutely perfect position that looked like it was practically designed to actually kill whoever was going to push with the smoke. Their device all to pick up 1, but they have also lost 2 people themselves, so got to be careful. LGB still, and then look at all these smokes here. TSM going to put the bomb down in a great position, so they could fall back to forklift, fall back to main as well if they want to, and they can still be able to stop the defuse.
That was a perfect execute. Now look at that wall. I mean, really nicely done there as far as TSM are concerned. But a 3-on-3 retake will happen, and Device holding will pick up the first man. He's playing forklift as well, so he's got eyes on short and CT. They rush in. He's not going to win versus Rubino, but that sets it up for Kerrigan to take the peek and find Jacob. So now Rubino, the last man alive, gets shoulder peeked by Kerrigan at the end. Sick headshot there, just crisp and clean. And that's 2 members surviving at the end of the round for TSM. They're up to 9 rounds now, and that will be a bit of a setback here for LGB. When you lose the first buy round like that, it will rattle you.
Kerrigan took that shot through the box, by the way.
Yeah, right through the edge, right?
He clipped the box to get that kill. That is, that's a little bit cheeky, isn't it? Let's see. Flashbang on over. Is Dupree going to push it through the smoke? He won't. Rubino is just going to take him out. I think Dupree actually just wanted to crouch in and put some spray through, but gets dropped entirely now. Device has been pushed up here on the boost box, and can he get a peek into middle is the question. LGB still a round up, and smoke goes down into the middle. Again, Polly holding in this angle, but Device with a really good strafe. And Polly's gone.
Holy hell, that shot from Device. Well, that hurts. And now we have Device kind of dominating mid, essentially. He's going to be able to look towards connector, where Rubino is currently lurking out. Rubino's still seeing. I mean, they do have a man in vents as well, it looks like. Yeah, that's Jacob who's holding. So Cajun right below him. We'll see. They do have 2 Molotovs, so they could try and flush him out into the open if they wanted to, but it does look like nobody is setting up for it. It's going to be a bit more standard fare here from TSM. They're just looking to rush out, get control. And Device is walking his way up. He's got the support of Sipnix as well. Does Jacob take this peek or not into mid? He could get a single man here before Device makes it past, but now that's just not going to be the case.
Jacob, good spray down on Kerrigan carrying the bomb as well, so that's obviously really big news, especially at 27 seconds left. That bomb being dropped is really going to hurt TSM, and Jacob is just not to be stopped, gets another kill, positions the middle, and it will be Rubino actually to steal that one away from him, but a great performance from Jacob here, who's definitely one of the sort of the key pillars of LGB. Such a strong aimer. It's actually nuts how good Jacob is at aiming once he gets up and running. So 9-11 now. This is the amount of round that I thought LGB could win overall. and they're already here, and TSM are ecoing, so it's looking great right now for the Norwegian team. A lot of credit to them for playing as well as they have been here.
Well, I remember at Pentamera, that was his first LAN pretty much, playing with LGB, and that was the one thing that everybody was saying is like, this guy, he's got insane aim. Like, you have to watch him, and watching him warm up as well, it's like, it's kind of like Shoxy. Like the feeling you get watching Shoxy warm up, where it just looks like a machine, where he's just like lock, and it's just headshot. When Jacob warms up as well, it looks very similar to that. And, you know, speak of the devil, Dupree takes one to the face right there from him. So Jacob, Mystic, like, they've got a lot of like raw aim, a lot of raw aim on LGB. So it's good to see that those guys are stepping up here on Cash and giving us a little bit of a display.
12-9, and it's AK's backer all around on TSM. Actually, some Galils too, because they just don't have the money. But they're getting worried about LGB running away with the game, so they gotta buy whatever they can here. 1 AK, 3 Galils, and a Tech 9. Let's see what TSM can bring. Because LGB are feeling, they look like a team that's very confident right now.
Yeah, this is where they've got the bit between their teeth. Rubino, straight invade, but what is that? He just completely misses his spray.
Polly gets one. Mystic should be going down, but he stays alive, and Polly's finally going to fall, and Mystic is on 1 health. Oh, Lord. See if he can actually stay alive, and it won't be for long. Bit of an overkill there. Kerrigan dropping in with the AWP now. It's PRB and Jacob left, 2v3. TSM, can they hold on here? Cajun burning alive by the forklift, gonna have to move his position, and almost sprays PRB down. Glock is out, and he won't be able to survive, but now there is a Molotov on Kerrigan here, which is going to buy so much time if they try and go for this retake.
Where is it going to go up right now? Because they're going to rush onto the site. Zipnix holding close, gets both with the double spray. And, well, that's kind of anticlimactic as far as the finish is concerned, but TSM are going to be very happy about that result. Zipnix managing to make his lurk work perfectly there. And LGB, they are going to have the money. The reason they go for it is because they had the money for a full buy afterwards. But this was a strong attempt from them. Jacob, he didn't even turn. He was just fully resigned to the fact that I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do, even if I do turn.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think when you walk into a site like that, if you make an assumption and then play off of that assumption, if you're right, you'll be so much better off because you won't be checking any corners. So I mean, it's not uncommon to see pro teams sometimes pro players just essentially like, you know, play off of a basic assumption that no one is in that corner. And then, you know, they can maybe clutch the situation.
And Device has got his AWP now as well, so he's going to get to control mid. And now you should leave that on for a full round, man. I'm down. Device will get the leg shot, but they're getting picked off right now by LGB. Finally gets the kill, and he falls back just in time to stay alive. That sets it up for Cajun. That 1-2 combination comes into play here for TSM. And once again, like the theme of this second half has been 3-on-3s pretty much. So now it's going to be Device. Well, actually, Cajun getting cleaned up there.
Yeah, he was even ready for it. That looked a little bit weird. Looked like he should have been able to take the kill on Jake. And Mystic walking up from behind here is going to make it very rough indeed on TSM. Their round is now on a timer where they have to get away from Mystic, and they are actually slipping in through the vents here. But once they pop that vent, the game is up. They know exactly where the rest of the team is here. PRB holding inside. Molotov out, grenade, follow-up here, just has to stay alive. PRB, that's his only job, but he goes down to Device. Now this might be an opening for TSM. Mystic also coming in. Did they hear that flash pop? They should have heard it. Bomb is going to go down here, but TSM, I'm not sure they realize now. They finally do.
I actually have a decent scenario here as well, so long as that man can stay alive. Essentially, Zipnix watching CT, and he's got his teammate there, Dupree, to watch his back as well. Let's see if they stand. They end up peeking at the same time on the same position, and that costs them gravely there. Jacob will be able to walk forward and pick up this kill and this defuse. Triple kill for him. But the most important thing there is that Zipnix and Dupree both look at the same angle at the same time as soon as Jacob decides to peek. Yeah. It's like that split second of timing there for Jacob to strike and take out Zip.
Wow, this is turning into a really good match here. I mean, a really close call for LGB. Could have easily lost this round.
Was that a leg or was it on?
Yeah, I think that was a leg shot.
It's like he's aiming up, but
yeah,
I guess he was moving.
Yeah, he's strafing, so I think it was just a... Wow, yeah, could have made a difference, I suppose, in the beginning there. TSM forcing it up. Don't feel like, or they don't feel like ecoing at all right now. Mystic, the only one at the A-bomb site initially, but after a couple of seconds, there's going to be someone here helping him out. So If they push quick, maybe they can do it. And actually, they will execute really fast onto this bomb site here. But look at the rotation already on the minimap. You see LGB just gravitating toward the bomb site. Mystic gonna pick off one. Carrigan with a good return. Can they get the bomb down quick? That's the big question here. Ruben already fallen. And Polly taking a lot of damage here. Cajun with the Tech 9 almost dropping 2. And then Carrigan burns alive. Next in line, Dupree. Oh, so Device has to run out. Oh, no. And then the double nade from Dupree. Oh, my God. What is going on in this round?
This is all over the place. This nade, though, touchdown. Yes, takes out Dupree, but Device holding solid on the site. Gets the drop on PRB, and there's not a thing that PRB can do at that point. Too many angles for him to check. Has to worry about aim, forklift, squeak door, everywhere. So for him to just, well, fall to the same trick that Zipnix used the round before, that's kind of painful.
Can't believe it. That was a mad round. Almost 2 members from TSM burning alive to the same Molotov, and then a double grenade in return.
Yeah.
Killing 2 from LGB. Wow.
And now that puts LGB in a forced position here. That's ugly. Not good.
No, that could be really scary really quickly, couldn't it? They force now. They buy up next time around. If they don't win it then, TSM practically take the round lead.
Well, not a force then, basically. As far as the money is concerned, they should have, so you're right, this is going to be like an even buy, basically. Just trying to stabilize the money a little bit.
Ooh, a lot of flashbangs going into check it here. Let's see how long Jacob can stay alive. Just going to get the 1 kill so far. Gets overrun. Doesn't have time to reload either. Some decent damage done anyway here. Just the 2 kills happening so far in favor of LGB. But see if they can get a little bit more. Polly runs through the smoke. Could have been good timing. You never know. I think that's worth a shot anyway, because they're not going to win the round in that kind of situation. So, trying the best that they could, making it 12-13.
And this is much more of a close match. Look at that, though.
Yeah.
That is no good. How many rounds have LGB lost in a row now? That's 2 in a row, and they're already like that. Wow. They're getting messed up. So, that was a force buy.
Yeah, they just didn't have it.
That's no good. That is no good. All right, well, going into it here, basically, TSM have all of the advantage. It's another round of eco. We should be seeing 13-13. Device missing that shot, though. He pulls a bit to the right, obviously expecting the player to strafe a little bit more. And now it comes down to the B-split smokes coming through here for TSM. They set it up, and Cajun pulls a fast one on Rubino, pushes through that smoke and catches him off guard. It's going to be Device A main, picking up Mystic, but Pauly does manage to get a pick from Connector. Cajun's still lurking over here. Could actually pick him off, and he will do so.
It's a real shame that round doesn't go more slowly for LGB, because then Jacob coming up from behind would have been a good resource right there, but it's all just a little bit too fast, and there's nothing he could do, because if he starts running, he could easily give away his position, so he has to walk that whole distance, but that also means TSM got plenty of time to get into the site. That means the score is going to be tied here at 13-13, and the rest of LGB looking for exit frags. Going to be a pop flash in. They did spot him as well, so he's already gone. PRB, last man standing with a USPS.
I like that TSM, they go ahead and invest in the nades, so they say that this is going to be our play. We're setting down the B-split smokes. We could go through vents now into the B site, but then they go off of the kills instead. So rather than be stubborn and just try and follow up on the nades that they've used, the money that they've spent, they adjust and get a free plant out of it. So we're into a 13-13 scenario now, and LGB are going for that buy that they were hoping for. Nade's actually pretty decent, though, for them. And a single kit picked up on Pauly. He's the man who had the most money with 5,600. So now you get to see it's basically do or die time. If LGB lose this round, likelihood of us seeing a 2-0 here in this best of 3 series goes up pretty high.
Yeah, things are kind of starting to get really scary. Device into the middle, quick flick, then not going to hit anything. Got to be careful he doesn't get tagged and killed. That happened once before, but this time he's going to stay alive. And they're going to go for the regular boost in the middle. He's going to have a good shot here. Rubino holding up on the box here, but oh, Polly gets caught out. That's a big opening kill.
And Device can actually set it up, but they decided to change things up and go towards B instead after getting that pick. Because you can see that bomb making its way now into B halls. Everybody kind of giving ground here on the A site. They leave Zipnix alone over on A main just to make sure that they can't get pushed in here. Nothing can happen for free. And he throws in the fake nades as well. But look at that. Rubino pushes behind it. He's getting a lot of info at this point. He's like, wait, where is everybody? I should be able to actually find a kill here or something, but that's just not the case. He'll hear Zipnix stepping, however, so he knows that somebody's still over there.
But that might actually be some pretty bad information for his team. They are rotating in, though. They're making the right call. Third guy coming in for it. Jacob going to get the one kill. PRB with a good shot there. Dropping Dupree and the bomb as well. PRB forced to reload, but look at this. Mystic and Jacob are there to back him up. And the last to go down is Sipnix, 14-13. Nice teamwork from LGB. Nobody getting left out to dry there at the end. They were all there to cover each other. So now TSM digging deep into the back they've got left. If they lose now, it goes the other way. LGB could pick up this map.
Yeah, that was all Rubino right there. You got to give it to him. The information that he was able to give to his team basically allow for that extra man to rotate in. Mystic, who plays A, he just gets rotated over to that B site early. I mean, a lot of that comes off of the information that Rubino was able to gather there. And again, with the mid smokes going down here, so TSM looking to get control here very early on. They're going to try and open up the vents, and they will do so. HE onto short, touchdown. But, whoa, it doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would.
Still pretty decent. Poly gonna burn alive. Back of Checkered then ends up going down, and will now be a 2v3. Carrigan and Dupree are left in the middle. Carrigan goes down, just running into Jacob. And Dupree fakes it once. Want to go for a bit of a quick shot there. Grenade is going to be right in his face, and he takes out Rubino as well. Dupree is just such a beast. This was just a second ago a 1v3, and he's turned into a 1v1. Going to put down the bomb. Does he realize where PRB is coming from? He's already got the triple, and is looking for one more to finish this round. This would be such a big comeback, and there's a headshot as well. Dupree, what a terror.
Gets that quad kill as well at the end of the round. So Dupree just doing massive work. And that just completely shatters LGB. Look at LGB's money now. They've got 3,000. Are they going to go for... They're aiming for the overtime. Okay, then. I mean, that makes sense. Go for a buy halfway there. You know, invest in CZ armor. So you're spending 1,100 in the round. You're going to have enough to go for a full buy in the next one. So LGB, they're just saying, you know, this is it. We're close enough. We're going to take that risk. Oh, not having it. Look at that. That timing takes out Rubino. Perfect.
Dupree's just, I don't know. When he's on form, it's hard to deal with, isn't it? Device going to be taking down Mystic as well. Jacob will fall next in line. That's Device with another kill. And all up to PRB and Poly to try and salvage something. Anything saved right now is worth a lot. PRB, what could he do? If he could kill Cajun as the time runs out and steal an AK and run away with it, that would be the best.
Can he actually get the drop on K? Oh. Well, before I can even ask that question, we get the answer for it. So 15 now for TSM, 30th round. We've gone the distance here on Cash. LGB, you've got to be impressed with their performance so far. The fact that they can push a top 4 team in the world to 30 rounds on a solid map for TSM, that's an achievement right there. Now we get to see if they can actually force overtime here.
They're playing super well. There's every chance they could have won this game already, but I mean, TSM are not going to give up easy, and when you've got the pre-dropping, you know, quad kills and doing 1v3s like that, I mean, it does change a lot of how the game plays out, doesn't it? Pop flash in from Carrigan to check what's going on inside Checkered, but no, or inside Squeak. Sorry, not going to run into anyone just yet. And Poly holding close. They're going to counter boost up to the double boost. I mean, it's hard to predict what's going to happen here. Certainly will be action-packed. They're waiting on the other side. Smokes are going to be thrown into A any second. It's a fake coming out right now from TSM, but they're going to run into 3 people in the middle. LGB, they might have hit the jackpot right here. Rubino's going to be over and out, but oh, he goes down. He gets a 1 kill, and now they're going to run back instead. They actually just decide to go back into the A-bomb site. Pop flash out, Mystic holding close over the FAMAS, but this is hard. He's being forced out as well, and Carrigan will pick him off, and the smokes are up. They can't see a thing. The bomb will definitely go down here. TSM coming up with a big round already. Carrigan, though, can't hear Poly running in, and ends up dropping. Dupree with a good return, and there's a headshot onto Jacob. PRB, last man standing in, just as it matters. LGB, they fall short just a little bit. The timing in the middle, it could have worked out for them. That round could have definitely been LGB's. What a crazy game this was.
Yeah, no, that works out really well there. Just the fact that it's just the timing, basically, because they're clearly setting up for, like, they want to go for the A split, and then they actually just advance off of that. They get that instant headshot onto Rubino, shut him down, and then wind up on with the man advantage, essentially, onto that site. So it works out
well, because
perfectly there for TSM.
Because they had the bomb up on the boost, I actually think they were going to try and run back to B instead. But when they run into Rubino on that boost, they know there's a guy boosting him, so then there's one more in there.
Yeah.
If they run over with the bomb and it goes down, then the whole round is weird. So it's cool that they just instantly adjust and run back into main.
Yeah,
and that worked out
take advantage
so well.
of the smokes that they already put down. I mean, it works out. I mean, that's the kind of, like,